Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanacharya Yamunatira Vanacharya Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Gora Premanandi, Haribol, Haribol. Okay. Hari, Hari. Verse number, please.
4, Canto 9, chapter 4, verse 45.
Thank you. Here it is. We're going to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, 9th Canto, chapter 4, text 45. Narayanam namaskritya, naram chaiva narottamam, devim saraswatim vyasam, tato jayamudirayed, nasta prayesha vadreshu, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Yomam Atiti Mayatam Atihyena Nimantriyacha Adatva Bhuktavam Stasya Sadhyaste Darshaye Phalam Yomam Atitim Ayatam Atityena Nimantriyacha Adatva Bhuktamavamstasya Sadhyaste Darshaye Phalam. Please chant. Ladies? Yeah. This man who? Mam and to me. Atitim, who being an uninvited guest, Ayatam had come here, Atityena, with the reception of a guest, Nimantriya, after inviting me, Cha, also, Adatva, without giving food, Bhuktavan, has himself eaten, Tasya, of him, Sadhya, immediately, Te, of you, Darshaye, I shall show, Phalam, the result. Translation. Maharaj Ambarīṣa, you have invited me to eat as a guest, but instead of feeding me, you yourself have eaten first. Because of your misbehavior, I shall show you something to punish you. Purport. A devotee cannot be defeated by a so-called mystic yogi. This will be proved by the failure of Durvāsā Muni's endeavor to chastise Maharaj Ambarīṣa. Harava bhaktasya kuto mahadguna. One who is not a pure devotee of the Supreme Lord has no good qualifications. However great a mystic, philosopher, or fruitive worker he may be, only a devotee emerges victorious in all circumstances, as will be shown in this incident involving the rivalry between Durvāsā and Mahārāja Ambarīṣa. Om Ajnānati Mirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkest of ignorance, and my spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my humble respectful obeisance unto him. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So here is the situation. Maharāja Ambarīṣa was doing Ekadashi, and after Ekadashi you have to break with the Dwadashi. You have to break the fast. According to the Shastra, if you are fasting on Ekadashi completely, even without water, next day you don't even have to eat grain. You just can break the Ekadashi just by drinking water. You can break the Ekadashi. If you didn't even drink water in Ekadashi itself. So that was doing Maharaj Ambarīṣa. And it so happened that Durvāsā Muni came on Dwadashi to his palace as a guest. So he asked the sage, he welcomed him very nicely, offered a nice reception, and asked him if he would like to take bath in the Yamuna that happened in Mathura, this incident. He asked him if he liked to take bath in Yamuna, and came, will serve you prasad. That was the idea. But he was delaying, and the time for breaking the fast was coming to end. So that's why we have in our calendar a certain time to break the fast, Ekadashi fast. It's called Parana, I think. So Maharāja Ambarīṣa wanted to follow the rules of Ekadashi fasting to get the full benefit of doing it. So he asked the Brahmanas what to do. They told him, well, you can break your Ekadashi just by drinking water. since you fasted completely the day on the Ekadasi. So just do that. And because drinking water is like eating and no eating. It's just water. So he did that. He drank water. And after a few minutes, the time was over. Durvāsā Muni came from bathing in the Yamuna. And by his mystic power, he knew that Mahārāja Ambarīṣa had drinking water. And for such a small thing, he became so angry. He said, he didn't even eat. He's accusing him of eating before him. But actually he didn't eat, he just drank water. So there was no reason to be so angry. But since Durvāsā Muni is a partial avatar of Lord Shiva, he is Ashutosh, easily pleased, easily angered. So he became easily angered, and he was ready to punish Mahārāja Ambarīṣa for his so-called misbehavior. Now, I mean to say, if somebody is very advanced in knowledge and austerities and penance, but doesn't control the anger, then he's a loser, One has to first to learn how to control the anger, It's easily to become angry, So, but of course, anger can be used in the service of Krishna too, Like Hanuman, he used his anger to burn Lanka, And he's praised as Sri Ramachandra didn't ask him to burn Lanka. He just take the ring, deliver it to Sita, that's enough. But he was very angry at Ravana because of kidnapping Sita. He wanted to do some mischief. So he was uprooting a garden and, throwing all the things, eating all the bananas. And the notice came, and he came some demon to kill. He killed some of them, some of the demons. So he allowed himself to be captured by them, and they tied him with rope around all his body, and they presented him in front of Ravan. Here is this monkey doing so much havoc, we should kill him. Ravana said, no. It's just a monkey, Just burn his tail, Put fire on his tail. So they put fire on his tail, but Hanuman has such mystic powers also. He made his tail very long, very long. And he got himself released from the ropes, and he was jumping from palace to palace, house to house, burning all the city, All the demons were in distress and crying, this ugly monkey is burning us up. And when he finished doing that, he went to the ocean and put his tail there to put it off, to put the fire off. Anyway, so anger can also be used in the service of the Lord, Krishna was trying to make Arjuna angry to fight in the battlefield. Unless you are angry, how can you fight? You have to be angry. So Krishna was trying to make Arjuna angry to be able to fight, He was asking me, they don't think that you are a nice person because you don't want to fight or you go to the forest, renounce the kingdom like you are a renounced person. No, they will think you are a coward. That's what they will think. So he was, trying to push him to be angry. So that proved that not just anger, anything can be used in the service of Krishna, but not envy. Envy can't be used in the service of other things like kama, lust, can be used in the service of Krishna. Remember the story of Ravana's sister, Shurpanaka. She saw Lord Ramachandra in the forest. Immediately she felt attracted to him in a lusty way. He was such a beautiful man, beautiful. So she had a mystic power, although she was an ugly witch. She transformed herself in a very beautiful young girl by mystic power. And she approached him and very openly told him, I am very attracted to you. Please marry me. And Ramachandra smiles, oh, I'm flattered such a beautiful girl wants to marry me, but I'm already married, but my brother Lakshman, he's free, go to him. So she went to Lakshman. Oh, you are also very handsome and beautiful. Please marry me. He said, oh, I'm very flattered too, but you don't want to marry a servant. I'm a servant of my brother. He's the king. Insist on him. So she went back to Ramachandra insisting, please, I like you very much. I fell in love with you. Ramachandra said, oh, I'm very sorry. I know king can have more than one wife, but I made a vow, ekapatni vrat, only one wife. So here is my wife Sita, so I'm very sorry, I can't accept. Because of her you will not marry me. She became angry and showed her long, nails and wanted to jump on Sita to hurt her. And Lakshmana jumped and chopped off her nose and ears. Some of part of it, not, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, so she cried out, running, and then she told her two brothers, Kal and Dushan, that what happened to her. So they came with their army to fight Lord Ramachandra and Lakshman, and there were thousands of them, and they defeated all of them. They killed all of them. So she went to Ravan to complain. See what they did to me, these humans. They consider them human beings, ordinary human beings. So Ravana was not interested in fighting them, but then she started to explain to him how beautiful was Sita, how enchanting was. So he also became lusty after Sita. But he decided to do it by trick. All the story of Ramayana, Anyway, but he sent this Yogī Maricha to become a deer, golden deer, to attract Sita, so to make Ramachandra go away and he will come, You know the story. So this Maricha thought, oh, I would not like to do that, to Ramachandra is the Supreme Lord, he knew. But if I disobey Ravana, he will kill me. But if I obey him, Ramachandra will kill me. So better is being killed by Ramachandra than by Ravana. At least if Ramachandra kill me, I will get moksha, salvation. Very intelligent yogi. Anyway, so that's what happened. So anyway, Shorpanaka, in the next life, she was born in Mathura. She was hunchbacked. She was a young girl, 16 years old, but she was a servant of King Kamsa. And she was carrying sandalwood paste for Kamsa. But as soon as she saw Krishna entering Mathura, that attraction immediately aroused again. And she ran toward him to put sandalwood on his face, on his arm, and Krishna accepted her service. And to reward her, Krishna stood on her feet and grabbed her cheek and pulled up, and the hunchback disappeared. She became very beautiful girl. And she still was attracted to enjoy with the Lord. She invited him to her home. And he, Krishna, to fulfill her desire, went there. But just by putting his lotus feet on her chest, all lusty desire disappeared. She became pure devotee. Immediately. So that's the power of attraction, even in the wrong way. Like she was attracted in the wrong way. Still, she got the mercy, So, some or other, we have to develop this attraction to Krishna. Some or other. Prabhupada said, try to get it no matter what. This attraction. And the price is your eagerness, laulyam, the eagerness. That's the price to be paid. The anxiety to develop, the love for the object of our goal, our ultimate goal in life, prema pumarto mahan. So anyway, Durvāsā Muni was a great, powerful yogi, known all over the universe. And he was at the point of attacking, chastising King Ambarīṣa. Ambarīṣa Maharaj, he was not powerful yogi, he was just a pure devotee of the Lord. And let's see what happened next. Okay, I'm going to read the other verses. Text 46. Evam bruvana ukritya jatam rosha pradipita tayasa nirmame tasmai krityam kala nalopamam. As Durvāsā Muni said this, his face became red with anger. Uprooting a bunch of hair from his head, he created a demon resembling the blazing fire of devastation to punish Mahārāja Ambarīṣa. No purport. Text 47. Tam apatantim jwalatim asihastam padabhuvam vepayantim samudvikshya na chachala padam nripaha. Taking a trident in his hand and making the surface of the earth tremble with his footsteps, that blazing creature came before Mahārāja Ambarīṣa. But the king, upon seeing him, was not at all disturbed and did not move even slightly from his position. Purport. Narayana para sarvena kutaschana bibhyati. A pure devotee of Narayan is never afraid of any material danger. There are many examples of devotees such as Prahlāda Maharaj, who was tortured by his father but was not at all afraid, although he was only a 5-year-old boy. Therefore, following the examples of Mahārāja Ambarīṣa and Prahlāda Maharaj, a devotee should learn how to tolerate all such awkward positions in this world. Devotees are often tortured by non-devotees, yet the pure devotee, depending fully on the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is never disturbed by such inimical activities. So, imagine, how angry was Durvāsā Muni. He wanted to kill Mahārāja Ambarīṣa. He was so angry, he uprooted some hairs from his head. Imagine how angry he was. To pull some hairs from your head is a little painful, isn't it? So he did that, and with the mantra, throw it on the floor, and a fiery demon appeared, and he sent it to Mahārāja Ambarīṣa to burn him alive. Mahārāja Ambarīṣa didn't feel any fear. He didn't even move an inch from his position. He kept standing there. Because he had full faith in the protection of the Lord. He put his hand together. Say, my dear Lord, you can kill me or protect me. I'm just your servant. Once the reporter asked Prabhupada, what you will do if you see a bomb coming upon you? Prabhupada said, here is Krishna coming to take me with him. No fear. No fear. So, everybody, the one big symptom in this world is everybody is afraid of something, That's a fact, We are all afraid of something. Even birds, they are on the grass eating, and any sound they hear, they immediately fly away because of fear. So this reminds me a story from the Puranas. I'm going to share it with you. Once in the heavenly planet, there was a meeting of sages and demigods, devatas, to perform a Vishnu Yagya, to please Lord Vishnu. And the Brahmanas chanted the mantras perfectly, with devotion, and Also Yamaraj was there attending the yagya. And the yagya was so successful that Lord Vishnu himself emerged from the fire on Garuda, mounting on Garuda, blessing everyone with his presence, giving darshan to everyone. So, and nearby was a small bird eating there on the grass. And Yamaraj looked at him. And when the small bird saw Yamaraj staring at him, he became frightened. So he went to Garuda and asked Garuda, Garuda, please help me. You are my big brother, you know. What happened? He said, Yamaraj looked strangely at me. I think he wants to take me. I don't want to die yet. I'm very young. Can you help me? What can I do for you? Why you don't take me to the highest mountain in the universe? So I will be safe there. Okay, climb in my back. I will take you there. There are some very big mountain. The mountain he took him is called Loka Loka. There are big mountains in Meru also. Anyway, a small bird can never fly that high, you know, to such a big, faraway place, a small bird. Without the help of Garuda, he could never achieve that. So he took him there, and Garuda came back very fast, you know, and he approached Yamaraj and asked him, Dear Yamaraj, why did you frighten my little brother, the bird? You looked at him, he said very intensely. No, my intention was not to frighten him. I was just surprised to see him here because this evening I have a meeting with him at the Loka Loka mountain. And I asked him myself how this small bird would reach there. His destiny was to die there, not here. And Garuda smiled. Destiny is very strong. But then Yamaraj told him, but no, since his association with you, his karma changed. Now he's not going to die. So karma can be changed in the association of great devotees, pure devotees, you know. Krishna can change our karma if we surrender to him, no? Do you know the story of, what is the name of that lady who married a man who was destined to die in a year or so? And she married him anyway. And you remember the name? Anyway, if you remember the name, tell me. Savitri, correct, Savitri. Her name was Savitri. She was very attached because he has very nice qualities, was a great, nice person. So she married him. And when the time of death came, Yamaraj came and took the soul. And she was following Yamaraj behind, And Yamaraj was asking her, go back, That's it, there's karma to die, you can't do nothing about it. But she kept walking behind. So Yamaraj felt sorry for her and returned and, okay, I will give you some blessings so you will go. I bless you, you will have very nice children. And then she told Yamaraj, but if you take my husband away, how am I going to have children, It's not Vedic culture doesn't mean, okay, he died, I get another one. There is no such thing, at that time, She was very faithful to the husband. Not only that, at that time, women will die along with the husband. So it's called the sati sacrifice, voluntarily. They will not force them. They will themselves jump into the fire of the pyre of their husband, die along with him. And whatever destination he will go, they will go along. If he go Vaikuntha, they will also go Vaikuntha along with him. But the British abolished that because they saw that they were forcing some women to do it. They were not willing to do it. So they abolished the practice because it became a crime. If you kill a person against his will, that's a crime. So they stop it. No practice of that. Prabhupada said he did came to know about it in his time, like when he was a young man, came to know one lady was very attached to the husband and she did it, but it was very rare, not very common. So anyway, Savitri told Yamaraj, if you're taking my husband, how your blessing, how it's gonna come? You bless me to have children. So Yamaraj understood this. He thought she tricked me, So he has to return the husband to her. So, anyway, I remember the first time I heard about a story like that was when I was a student in a mathematics book. And this happened in the Middle East, in some country in the Middle East. What is the name of the country where America invaded? Iraq. It happened in Iraq many hundreds of years ago. One man sent his servant to the market to buy some vegetables and fruit. But in the market he saw death itself staring at him. He became very frightened. He went back to his master. Oh, I saw death was staring at me. I don't want to die. Give me a horse. I want to go to Medina to escape, Okay, take horse, go away. So the master himself have to go market buy the vegetable. And he saw death itself there. So he approached, why did you frighten my servant? He said, you looked at him very, very strongly. No, I was surprised to see him here because tonight I have a meeting with him in Medina. I read that story already before knowing the devotee. I thought was very interesting, How can you cop your destiny? There was a story of a king. He was destined to die at certain day like that. And he took all precautions not to protect himself. All window closed, all this, that, nobody approached. Soldiers were there, because he was in good health. He wasn't sick or anything. But a mosquito came in and bite him. He had malaria. At that time, they didn't have remedy for him. And he died of malaria. Time and tide wait for no man. So, Mahārāja Ambarīṣa wasn't destined to die. He got the protection of the Lord. Tomorrow we'll read what happened next. The Lord sent the Sudarshan Chakra, killed the demon, and was chasing after Durvāsā Muni. That's what happened. We will continue reading tomorrow. But anyone has a question or comment, please do. Do you have a mic around here?
Hare Krishna, Guru. Thank you for your wonderful class. I was thinking, how can a devotee overcome fear? Because sometimes it's hard, we cannot do anything about it. It comes, and how can we overcome or practice something to overcome fear?
Well, a healthy way of using fear is that we should fear to forget Krishna. Especially at the time of death, Yesterday, I took some medicine. I almost stopped breathing. I couldn't breathe. Like for almost a minute, I was trying hardly to breathe. But in my mind, I was thinking, Krishna, 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 Krishna. If I'm going to die, at least let me think of Krishna, So, devotee, we should be afraid of forgetting Krishna. Not of anything else, because whatever have to happen is going to happen, You can't avoid it. It is your destiny to suffer or to enjoy something. It's going to happen. That's what Prahlad Maharaj was teaching his friend, that although you don't look for suffering, suffering will come. You don't look for stomach ache or headache, and it still come. So the same way, the material happiness you're allotted to have, it will come to you without much endeavor. So what you have to endeavor for really, you have to endeavor for a spiritual life, to seek eternal happiness, spiritual happiness. That is worthy to make the effort for, because that is not from this world. Everything from this world is going to end up. So what is to make so much effort for something is going to finish anyway, sooner or later. Better endeavor for something everlasting. And that's intelligence. Materialistic people are not intelligent, actually. They endeavor so hard to get, material things, but they die, they can't take them with them. They lose their health by endeavoring physically, doing so many things, mentally, and they have to spend the money later on doctors and hospitals, and they die without knowing what is the goal of life, which is unfortunate, no? Because all living entities are part of Krishna. Yes, Prabhupada said, one problem of the Western devotees is that they don't have enough fear of Maya. So to have fear of Maya is good fear. That's the way to use fear. Of course, devotees should not take risk unnecessarily. Like once mountain climber spoke with Prabhupada. He was telling how much risk he was taking to climb mountains and risking his life. And Prabhupada said, "Oh, I never risk my life for something like that, People sometimes put their life in danger just to have excitement, adrenaline, They do dangerous things, dangerous sport and things like that. I saw a video, somebody sent me a video, one man, in I think it was in Japan, he made video always of going very high buildings, and he will hang from the building and do something, and jump here, jump there, and people, wow, okay. And one of those video, he could not make it, and he fell from the building, died. I mean, just to amuse people and get some likes, risking the life like that is foolish, Anyway. Yes.
I have a comment and a question.
Please do.
I was way off about what Shurpanaka means.
Oh, yeah.
I looked it up.
Yeah. I wasn't sure it wasn't meant, because she had that name before that happened.
Yeah. So a Shurpa is a winnowing fan. Is where you separate the chaff from the wheat,
Yeah.
And Naka means fingernails. So somehow her fingernails look like winnowing fans, and that's how she got that name.
Oh, okay.
But my question is,
Yes.
a few verses back, there was a description of Ambarīṣa's charity and all his wonderful things. And we came across, he was giving all these cows, and it said he gave in charity 60 crores of cows, 600 million cows. 600
million cows?
A crore is 10 million. 60 times 10 is 600.
From where he got all those cows?
That's what I was wondering. when we encounter things like this in the Bhagavatam, how do you deal with it? Is it somehow there's not even room on the earth for 60 million.
Yeah, that's true. There are not enough cows on the whole planet. But I mean to say, then we have to accept Achintya Shakti.
There you go.
Unconceivable energy, potency of the Lord. Once I was discussing with an academic, and he said, "You Gaudias, anything you don't understand, you just say Achintya, Achintya, Achintya." You solve everything with the word Achintya. I mean to say, not only that, Krishna's grandfather, what is his name? Krishna's grandfather? The king of Mathura?
Oh, Ugrasen.
Ugrasen.
Yeah.
he had like also crores of bodyguards.
Not crores, trillions. He had trillions of bodyguards.
Yeah. What they are gonna fit? Now I will share with you a solution to that.
Okay.
In Dwarka, there is an assembly hall that from outside it looks have certain size from the outside, but once you are inside, no matter how many people enter it, expands. But from outside looks the same size, doesn't increase from the outside. So we are talking about a superior energy that goes beyond our comprehension. So that we have to accept the Achintya theory, that things can beyond our imagination because they are under different energies that we don't understand. But it's not exaggeration, it's not false, such things, because they are beyond our understanding. But we are dealing with different energy. It's a different, even in this planet, people have accepted, scientists themselves, they've accepted by studying what is that, the theory of the quantum mechanic, the quantum mechanic thing, any possibilities of different scenarios, can happen, things like that. So even in this planet, there are different dimensions, and even some people have experienced people from different dimensions coming to this dimension through some experiment they did. So that means, in order for this to happen logically, that Mahārāja Ambarīṣa gave so many cows, has to be from different dimensions that we don't understand. We can't understand it physically or mathematically. But it did happen. Somehow or other, it did happen.
My doubt has dissipated. I'm now at peace.
Uh-huh.
My doubt has dissipated, and now I'm at peace.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Okay, anybody else has a comment or question? Yes? Okay. All right. Very good.
Maharaj, I have a question.
Yes, do.
So, sometimes we see like Durvāsā Muni is being worshipped by devotees, like aunt of Krishna. She also worshipped Durvāsā Muni, Kunti Devi. So, how do we relate this with the pastimes of Ambarīṣa Maharaj?
Well, I mean to say, Durvāsā Muni is not always angry. Sometimes he behaves nicely, I mean, the mother of the Pandavas, Kunti Devi, she served him, and he was pleased with her, and he gave her benediction to chant mantra to call any demigod. So it's not like he is always misbehaving. Only when he gets angry, he does things like that. But I mean, he learned this lesson. And fell at the feet of Ambarīṣa at the end and asked forgiveness. So great personality like him may make mistake, but they accept their mistake. They ask forgiveness. So he's not an ordinary person, Yes. Yeah, please.
Durvāsā?
Please do.
So, I would say I'm an amateur Sanskritist.
Yeah.
So therefore, I made this mistake. So I made a mistake with Durvāsā. I said, well, what does that name mean? And I knew that Vasa can mean clothes, and Dur can mean far away. Oh, his clothes are far away, so he may be naked.
Yeah.
But no, I learned that Durvāsā can also mean the place where you live. Durvāsā means hard to live with. That's Durvāsā.
Yeah, Dur means hard, yes.
So he's an incorrigible guy,
Yeah, it's difficult to relate to. That's true. That's why Duryodhana sent Durvāsā to meet the Pandavas after Draupadi have eaten. So he will become angry and curse them. That was Duryodhana's evil plan. Yeah, 100,000 disciples. 100,000 disciples. Anyway, But the plan didn't work because Krishna protected them. Yeah. Just Krishna took a little small piece of vegetable rice and they felt like they have eaten the feast. They have to run away because Bhima was coming to ask them to come. If we don't come, he will be angry. Better we leave. So Durvāsā Muni was afraid of Bhim anger. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaura Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol.